Tomas, it's David at Discount Forklift. How you doing today? I'm proud to be standing next to your 6,500-pound YALE forklift here. Her name is Lexi. She's got a name tag on both sides. I'm anxious to show you. She's a beast of a forklift. You're going to love her. But before we get into that, I do want to show you a few things. I'm going to send you this goodie bag, and in that goodie bag, there's going to be a bunch of things. First off, the Discount Forklift Maintenance Guide. There's lots of good information in here about forklifts and forklift maintenance, and I will tell you that a lot of that's not going to be applicable to you because you were smart enough to buy an electric lift, so it's going to eliminate about 90% of the maintenance, but it's all in there if you need it. Behind this tab here are your periodic sign-off sheets. I always recommend that people leave the original in the book. Shoot your photocopy with that in the book. That way you always know where there's a good clean copy to shoot another one out of. If I can make my bag work here. I've also got the Discount Forklift Troubleshooting Guide. Big shout out to the guys back here in the shop for putting this together. Inside the cover here, there's a drawing of a forklift. A lot of times as we go across the country, we'll find that people refer to things by a different name. This way we can all speak the same language if we've got a problem with a forklift or whatever. The rest of this is all questions and answers and challenges and solutions and maybe even a few surprises in the book there. Good little light reading. It doesn't take a long time to read it, but I would recommend you spend a few minutes and do that. Here is a forklift t-shirt. This is the history of lifting, the evolution, and the back. I'm going to put that in there for you. And just when you think that I'm out of goodies to send you, I'm going to prove you wrong. I've got one more here for you. I've got a nice hat. This is a Lift Hero hat, brand of forklift that we represent that I love. Put that in there. Let's go around the forklift and talk, shall we? Good cushion tires. They'll be great in your warehouse, as you can tell. She's been freshly painted. She looks good and everything. We'll get into controls in just a second here. Up on the mast, you can tell she's got a fresh service. Good way of keeping track of your service intervals is to keep that tag on there and stuff. You guys probably don't recognize your attachment here. Had the guys go through it and they painted it up and stuff. It looks great. The forks have been safety painted. We're really big on safety here at Discount Forklift. We like the forks being painted with the yellow tips on there. That way, if you're ever in a dark spot of the warehouse or maybe out in the parking lot running across the asphalt at dawn or dusk, you know where the tips are. That along with the white box clamp there, hopefully will let you know where things are. We want everybody to go home safe and sound at the end of the day. Come back tomorrow for another productive day. Let's go ahead and get on it. As I just mentioned, we're big on safety. Please fasten your seatbelt at all times when you're on the forklift, okay? In fact, there's 3 things that you need to do before you can start the forklift. 4 things, I guess, actually. You gotta have a butt in the seat, you gotta have a seatbelt fastened, you got to have the parking brake on, that's right down here, and you got to have the forklift in neutral, which we'll talk about that here in just a second. So, parking brake, just push it to put it on. There's a lever right here that will release it. Pretty standard there. You've got your light controls down here on the dash. Your forklift levers, you've got your typical 3 levers, but with a twist. First one here is, of course, your up, down, and on the side over here, there's your forward and back. There's a switch here where you can push it to the front for forward and to the back for reverse. This is your tilt. That's a pretty normal function right there. And this lever right here is, of course, typically your attachment, which it is in this case as well, but this has 2 functions to it. This has both your box clamp squeeze and your forks. I'm sorry, not squeeze, your squeeze and your rotate on there. And I'll show that here in a minute. You can see this ditto switch right down here to do the fork positioner and such not. You need to push that button and hold it. Let's go ahead and get started. Your key is up here. I should point that out. It's easy to lose that because it's not in a traditional spot. Of course, with no engine in this, you guys are familiar with the electrics. You just turn it on, give it 15, 20 seconds to go through its checks and such not. And we're good to go. I'm going to lift this off the ground. First thing I like to do is do a brake check. I don't want to be driving a forklift if it's not safe, and I assume you don't either. You can hear the backup alarm there. So let me Good brakes there. Good, okay. So I feel good about that. Got a horn there as well. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on our lights. Got good lights there. Let's go ahead and typical electric forklift, it's pretty zippy and of course quiet. Even with the forks and the clamp on there, it will turn on itself, so it's great in that respect. It's both got its pep and it's got the maneuverability. So we can do the same thing in reverse. Everything works good here. Good forklift, I think you'll be happy with it. Let me bring it around here and take the mast up. Before I do that, I want to show you on this third one over here, here's your rotator. As you know, the rotator rotates 360 degrees. Or you can do 180 or whatever you want to do and go back. So just forward and back for that. And then this ditto valve on there, if you push that button and hold it, there are your forks, your clamp. The clamp is at one side at a time, just let it go and it will do both sides. There we go. Let's go ahead and go up here. Take her all the way up. This is probably higher than you guys will lift, but nonetheless, it goes all the way up, all the way back down. I do want to show you the tilt. It'll tilt all the way both directions here. And I think that's it. Tomas, thanks for supporting us and our business so we can do support businesses like yours. And here is your serial number. Thanks, Tomas.